Life has a way of leaving marks on us, on our hearts, wounds we didn't ask for. And yet those very wounds, those very scars have shaped us into who we are today. Scars, moments of pain, heartbreak, disappointment, rejection. And they so often feel like barriers to our true happiness. We see how we react because they hold us back. But what if they were actually doorways? Doorways to self-discovery and healing and a deeper connection with yourself, with life. So today we're being asked to look upon those scars and not with shame, not with pity, but with compassion and curiosity. This is a time to see our pain, not as something to escape, but rather a teacher guiding us towards the light of our true self. So we may feel that urge to reach out to another, to connect, to mend a broken tie. Or maybe it's to take a leap towards a dream, a desire, a goal that we've been held back on in the past. So trust that this is a moment to act both with courage, but also with the self-compassion for yourself. And we're not being asked to be flawless, to be perfect. We're just being asked to be real, to be truthful, and to find that clarity, the purpose, and even joy. So join me as we embark on a journey of self-discovery. We will gain an understanding in how to embrace this energy and move forward today and every day. Hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here. Truly, thank you. Thank you for all the positive, loving support you send me each and every day. Welcome to your daily focus, December the 10th, 2024. So the 10 energy it brings in this air of luck almost. So we could find that luck is on our side today. The 10 energy is about seasons changing in our lives, that this too shall pass. That we are always growing, we are always evolving, we are always moving forward in some way, in some dimension is the word I hear. So it is a time for you to understand what you truly want to step into. What is your dream? What is your passion? What motivates you? What draws you in? What demands your attention in a very positive and uplifting way? 1 + 0 is a 1, the I am, the pioneer, the trailblazer, the independent, ready to go forward, ready to break through obstacles and limitations in order for us to achieve the happiness, the joy, the success that lays on the other side of those things. If we look at the daily numerology, it would be a 3 + a 1 + a 8, which gives us a 12. A 12. The 12 energy is about being in the moment. The 12 energy is understanding where we have control in our life, where we need control, and where we need to let go of control. And truly, we don't have any control over any part of our life, but to some capacity, we can enable it. Understand or look at perhaps where you need to surrender. Surrender to something you know is for your better good. And yet you've hesitated, yet you've pulled back from making that decision. Maybe you know you waste too much online shopping, or maybe you're buying things in your games that you play, or rather than putting that money to work for you. It's about looking at the things that we do on a daily basis. Maybe our habits, maybe our behaviors, maybe a certain situation or an event that's happening in our life right now. And since we do have Mercury retrograde, Mars retrograde, we may be even looking a little bit in our past to our words, our thoughts, our actions, how we may have been able to do it differently, how we need to go forward. And it's very much an energy of detaching from the emotion when we have a 12 energy. To look at things more of a logical standpoint. If you were, let's say you were waiting for your friend. You had decided to go to the movies with your friend, and you're going to meet in front of the theater at 7:30. The show starts at 8, but there should be a bit of a lineup, so we want to get there sooner rather than later. And we're both coming from different parts of the city, so you get there first. And right away you're like, where the heck are they? I can't believe they're late. I made the time. It was last minute, I know, but I made the time to come. It was their idea, for goodness sakes, and now they're late. And you check your phone and there's no message from them. There's no nothing from them. And you're getting, well, I don't know now. Like, should I get in line? Will they be here? Will I have to buy their ticket for them? Because we have all this emotion, right? And usually a lot of that is because of things that have happened in our past that we automatically, they're our go-to for what's happening. But maybe we should back it up and think under a different thing, because if you sat there with somebody who came to you and asked you what you should do, you would give none of that as advice. You would say, well, maybe you should phone them or text them and see if they're okay. Maybe they're running late. Why? Ask them where they are, how long they're going to be. I'm sure there's something going on that is preventing them from being here on time. It was just as important to them as it was to me. And you have a whole different ball game happening when the friends finally meet, right? 1 + 2 is a 3. The 3 energy it's about our voice. It's about our thoughts. It's about our dreams. It's about allowing curiosity to lead our heart in new directions, to allow ourselves to transform and actually be in search of things that will transform who we are, what we do, our environments. Sun is in Sagittarius, Moon is in Aries, and Chiron. Chiron trines the Sun. Okay, so a harmonious energy here, but a very strong energy, which can awaken us to our true empowerment. It's about self-acceptance. It's about resilience, confidence. It's it's the courage to step into your true self, to allow your authenticity to shine. And this has been ongoing now for weeks. This authenticity coming into play here and growing our authenticity, which only leads to people respecting us more, people trusting us more. A large part of this energy is taking the time to reflect on your scars, okay? To acknowledge how far you've come because of adversity, because of struggle, because of the lessons that you had to walk through. So it's time to gain a focus on the strength you gained, the wisdom you gained, knowing that your experiences have shaped you into who you are today, but they don't necessarily define who you are. That was another person it happened to. I hear that so often. I was a different person back then. Of course you were. They don't define who you are today at all. Meditate, journal, have a conversation seemingly with yourself on self-acceptance. Create an affirmation or two. I'm perfect as I am, or I am enough, or I honor my journey. I celebrate my growth. I forgive myself for past mistakes. I choose to be kind to myself and my thoughts and my words and my actions. Make up one or two that align with who you are. And ponder on a past struggle, how it shaped you into the person you are today. This is an excellent time to share your wisdom with another going through a similar situation. So this could be something where you actually turn it into a career or a profession or something that you do on your weekends. Or it might just be a friend that you know is in need. Understand where you may still be holding on to pain and allow the healing process to begin. Okay, we're being asked to look at our scars, and it's not the reminder of the pain. We actually don't want to even look at the pain we went through, but how it has shaped our unique light. Okay, in our relationships, it's a very powerful moment actually to bring your whole self forward. Flaws, imperfection, everything. It's an authenticity that true bonds are truly forged. That's when we build the trust. That's when we build the support. That's when we build the compassion, the respect. And it's by allowing others to see us as we are. This is a time when we can strengthen our connections. And maybe they've felt fragile in the past or are right now. It's definitely a healing through courage and understanding our courage that we had to bring forth in order to stay strong enough to make it through to the success. So heal through courage, speaking the words you've hesitated to say before, addressing the fears that you've tucked away, that you've buried, and embracing the beauty of imperfection in yourself and definitely in others. If we're talking financially or professionally, it's the time to shift your mindset about limitations. Okay, challenges you once viewed as barriers are now opportunities to showcase how you've grown. Where from where you started to where you are now. Your wisdom, your hard-earned lessons have value. Whether it's solving a workplace issue, mentoring somebody, turning a setback into a success story. That's really what this energy can do for us. It awakens us to our true strength. And it's not about avoiding pain. It's about transforming it into something meaningful. So as we navigate this energy, be gentle with yourself. Your scars are your power. Your challenges are your teachers. And you've been prepared for this breakthrough more than you realize. So healing doesn't mean we're erasing the past. It means we're embracing the past, weaving the lessons into the fabric of who we truly are, allowing them to strengthen us. Okay, this energy wants you to shine brighter. It's not about perfection. It's about being authentic. About owning every piece of your story and finding the beauty in the journey. Whether in love, career, our goals and dreams, this moment does invite us to transform the weight of our wounds. Transform them into wings so that we can fly again. Let's turn to the cards. Well, first of all, I had the deck upside down, but the Tower card flew out. You know, this card almost represents, and it's not going to be, we'll put it back in and see if it comes back out, but it almost represents a part of yourself you can finally, or a part of your journey you can finally let go and leave in the past. Truly leave in the past. It's not who you are anymore. I was watching a show and the girl was saying, you know, well, my mom did this when I was this young and who was going to stand up for me and blah, blah, blah. And the guy said to her, you know what? That was 10 years ago. It's time for you to take ownership for your actions going forward. And she didn't want to hear that. But how often do we say things about who we are, but it's so past tense? Well, who are we today? What do we do today? And we have all that wisdom and all that knowledge behind us that we can take forward with us, but we can leave how we gain that knowledge into the past. We've made our peace with it. We've let it go. Because it does not define us in this moment in time. Okay, put that card back in, shuffle it up, see if it comes out again. Oh my goodness, they have a mind of their own. Yeah, I better cut the cards. They'll keep us sitting here for hours. Okay. Underlying energy is, look at this, the sun. The sun is the 19 energy. 1 plus 9 is a 10, and 1 plus 0 is a 1. So it does align with the numerology of our date as well, does it not? The sun is about understanding what we have accomplished in the past and how it gives us the strength, the courage, the knowledge, the wisdom in order to go forward, and the clarity as well. And new paths open up to us because we have recognized the greatness within us, our power, our magic. That we have honed skills, that we have grown, that we have transformed into a stronger, more resilient, courageous person today because of it. And we're ready for these new paths going forward. We're excited about them. It fills us with light. Actually, the light shines out of us. It's not from the sun. We are the sun. The light shines out of us, and we see that pathway. It's like a light switch goes on. So yes, where I was talking where we could step into a fabulous dream today because we've finally let something go or we've reconciled with something in our past. A scar. Whatever that scar represents. So this is a time to take the value of the experience and move forward with it. Oh my goodness, strong energy. We have the Empress. The Empress is a card of fertility, of birth, giving birth to something, creating something, inventing something. This is about getting out in nature. This is about seeing the beauty in the world around you, the beauty in the things around you. She is one of our highest diplomats in the deck, and one of our highest intuitives in the deck. So our heart, our mind work in unison today. They are cemented together to work as one, which helps us walk this path so much clearer with her energy. We can see exactly where we need to allow for the closure so that we can give birth to perhaps just our new self. A part of our journey, a part of our walk. And the Queen of Pentacles is back. The storm is past. It's time for you to think about going forward. And it's also about thinking about your time, your energy, your resources, all as valuable assets that, is it worth my time? Is it worth my energy? Is it worth what I'm going to be paying for it? Or can I do it better myself? Or is there another way I can bring this into being? Maybe I can delegate it to somebody. Maybe somebody will show up and help support me in this. Maybe somebody else with that talent will join partnership with me, whatever it might be. We will spend the money if we have to, or use the time or use the energy. But is there an easier way of doing it, a better way of doing it? Because we're not just going to go throw mud on the wall and hope. We're going to plan effectively. We're going to have practical. Bold steps, yes, she is a queen. Bold steps, absolutely. But practical, doable steps as well. And then we have the Four of Pentacles, and we hold on. We hold on to those things. Oh my gosh. We feel like we're going to lose them if we let them go. Give them some room to move around in our life. So this could very well be some of these scars that, we hold it like a torch high. Like, look at me, because I made it through this. I survived that. We all survive things. We all have a story. I remember I was on one set, and I was talking to somebody there, and I was she said, well, who are you? So I told her, pretty well my life story. And and she says, oh my gosh, you should write a book. And I said, oh, we all have a story. We should all be writing a book. And she goes, yeah, but I go, no, 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 no. That's just my story. Everybody's got a story here. And so whether or not they're going to share their story is another thing, but we all have a story. We all have had experience into turning us into who we are today. And that's why I am I am. I think it started with painting your own rainbow or something. It was a cold day or the sun wasn't out or something like that. If we let go of those things, release them. Release the weight. The weight of the wounds, the weight of the burden that we carried, that we walked through, and allow it to be our wings to fly higher, to allow it to allow us to get up and turn around. Because when we turn around, we're going to see this giant pentacle, and that's actually the gateway to our prosperity, to our abundance, to our best life ever, to our happily ever after. And it's being guarded by angels, which tells me that this path is awaiting you, uniquely you. Nobody else is going to be able to walk that path. If you choose not to walk it, it just doesn't get walked. This path is meant for you. So once again, I'm getting this kind of like destiny kind of energy. And we just had that destiny kind of energy. And I think it lingers into today. It probably does linger into today. So that's maybe a reminder of that energy coming to light. Okay, but I think, we're allowing the fog to lift. Realize just how incredible we are. And when we do that, there's just so much self-love happening. That only strengthens everybody around you. You start the ripple. Make a wish. My goodness, this card just keeps popping up, and I don't mind it at all. It's a good card, and it's the one energy. Yes, it is. So know that one energy just comes through everything, regardless of the tool we're using. That one energy is showing up over and over again. Okay. As a child, you may have been encouraged to blow a dandelion and make a wish. As you blew the seed blossoms from the stem, they would be carried on the wind so your wish could be fulfilled. This card is a gentle reminder to set clear intentions of what you wish for in life. You're being asked that what you would like. At this moment, anything is possible. And if you were given one wish, what would you wish for? So trust that your wish will be granted at the most opportune time and in the manner that supports you in the fullest. So it's not whether or not, we know by this card, the gate's already there. The path is already prepared for us. But when will it support us in the fullest? When we let go of some of the pain that we keep, it lingers around us. The sadness, the fear of... The fear of, this is like, now if you've watched me for a while, I have the story about, I don't know where I use that card the most, probably the Six of Cups. But anyways, it's about, you're in like grade 3 art class and you're doing this picture and you just think it's perfect in every way. You're just in awe of your own work, and the teacher comes over and just starts nitpicking it to death. And your friends are laughing at you, they're pointing at it. She's telling you, like, you better get a job because you will not be an artist. You have no talent, sweetheart. Right? And wow, did that ever stick. Like, you just put all your art supplies away. You never dared to paint for the longest time. And then under this kind of energy, you're like, I'm going to paint. I'm going to pull those paintbrushes out and I'm going to paint again. And you post it on Facebook like, oh, I just did this. And you can't believe the response you got. Everybody loves it. And wow, it's just raw and it's true. And it's, relatable, and they just can't believe your talent. But we hung on with that scar of the negative parts of that story rather than how it should have made us stronger. And yes, when we're in grade 3, we have a whole different perception of people and their words and what they mean compared to who we are today. So when we can look back, we're looking back with the adult mind at the grade 3 rule we made for ourselves going forward. So it's often just seeing it is probably the biggest part. Once you see it, it loses all of its power. One of my favorite things I say on here is, once you see it, that fear, that anxiety, that limitation, that worry, once you see it for its true self, we have the bear awakening, yes. And this is us awakening to our courage, our strength, the beauty of who we are. Uncertainty, openness, awakening. Hibernation, negativity. When we fall asleep, we withdraw our awareness from its hypnotic fascination with physical sensation, thereby enabling us to listen with our now awakened sixth sense. So Bear reminds you that you've been hibernating and hiding from your passions and your own true self for far too long. Now is the time to open your mind, heart, and soul and see with all your senses. Spend some time each morning journaling and listening to your heart. Release the fears and only hear the love and what you want out of that love. The fears prevent you from crawling out of that cave, and they cause you to be grumpy and negative. Bear says it's your time of awakening. Maybe you've always wanted to write a book or pick up an instrument or learn how to knit. Or maybe once upon a time you did it and you want to get back to it. But you've been afraid maybe even to sign up for that class because you've been caught within a web of fear for so long that you forgot how good it felt to stretch and feel the love that is around you and the love that you create from within. No matter what speaks to your soul, release the fear and allow Bear to stand beside you to assist you with your awakening. Don't allow your limited view to bring about fear because you are on the verge of something great. Push the fear aside and feel the awakened bubbling up within you. Bear may be telling you need a good sound sleep, one that's undisturbed and restful. Once you awaken from that sleep, you will feel refreshed and ready to take on the world. Bears are resourceful before, during, and after their hibernation. Bear wants to teach you, too, to be resourceful with your life. Are you purchasing too much food at the store? Or could it be that your closet is filled with clothes that you haven't worn in years? Bear says it's time to simplify. So we do have very strong energy. Even if you feel that you have healed from a past scar, to look back at the wisdom you gained, to take stock of the lessons you learned, the wisdom, the knowledge, the clarity that you carry as second nature now as you go into new experiences in your life. So where can you step now that you have this clarity, this information, this understanding? Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.